All right, Eminem dropped the album this week, bro. I apologize for my laughing, y'all. Sometimes you can't help it, bro. That was hilarious, bro. Eminem dropped the album this week. Kamikaze. Yeah. Right? And it's basically, it just kind of came out of nowhere. So I was scrolling through the gram, and I follow Royce the 5'9" on the gram, and I seen it, and I seen him, he always big up everything Eminem do. Yeah. And I was just like, what is this? I think me and you kind of spoke about it a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, what is this? And I'm looking, and I ain't realized, you see the backwards E, you already know what it is. Yeah. But I was like, okay, it's an airplane on the cover, blah, blah, blah. So let's start off with the cover. Yeah. Cover comes from?
Beastie Boys, man. License to Ill.
Yeah.
It's like paying homage to the License to Ill album.
Definitely. So you think, is that something that, it ain't.
We could address that a little later on. We're gonna bring that up, man.
Okay.
But let's go on with your first song.
All right, so the Eminem album came out. What was the name of the track? Let's talk about the tone of the project. What you feel like the tone of the project is?
Oh man, for some reason when he has that Paul Rosenberg or whatever, man, it goes right, man. It kind of tells you what this is about, and you know what I'm saying, like the skit with him and he's in the car, man. I looked at this blogger's page and he said, "Yo, I said this and da. And I'm going to his house right now. Make a right, left turn." Yo, that was a classic skit, man. And man, shout out to Eminem when he does things like that. Like I like when he's in that bag, like that playful, like I'm kind of crazy, but I ain't crazy bag. Like I like when he's in that lane, man. And I like that, man.
When you realize that this was an Eminem album, or let me speak for myself. When I realized that this was an Eminem album, and I saw that the album was called Kamikaze, I said to myself before the first
what's
listen,
a kamikaze, yo?
I don't know the official definition, but hold on.
So kamikaze should be like suicide, like
pretty much
suicide plane, like when they crashing their plane into.
Well, it don't necessarily got to do with a plane. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Man, we got Alexa over there. Alexa, what's the definition of kamikaze?
There we go.
Kamikaze is usually defined as a fighter plane used for suicide missions by Japanese pilots in World War II, or, alternatively, a pilot trained and willing to cause a suicidal crash.
Right.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that it was specific to planes.
So in World War II, they only had enough gas to get to the fight, but they wasn't gonna have enough gas to get back.
Got you.
So it's like, bruh, if you're gonna go down, make sure you crash into the enemy as you're going down. You know what I'm saying? In efforts to take out as much life as you can. So it's like, you're going on a suicide mission. You know what I'm saying, to debunk or hurt you, cause harm to your enemy.
So you're going after your enemy, but if it caused harm to you in the midst of it, so be it.
It's the death to you, not harm.
So that was my thought process when I heard the name Kamikaze. I was like, I say this dude gonna be going hard on everybody, and it basically started out that way. It started out it kind of started out with him kind of complaining. I feel like he's the ringer.
Yeah,
he was kind of complaining about how people were so critical of his last project and this, that, and the third, and they put him through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he, he went through the whole thing with that. And then next track, he talking about how he felt like he the greatest MC. And then Lucky You with Joyner Lucas. How you feel about Joyner Lucas holding his own with Eminem?
Oh man, you just gave me an answer. Said he held his own with Eminem. But he held his own with Eminem, man. I mean, like, I don't really. Listen, I'm the folks. We're gonna put this out as content, but however, I only listened to the album one time, so I can't really quote or really recall as much. But at first listen, I really felt like Joyner Lucas really had a good start off on his verse, and he held it down. Yeah, he did his thing on the Eminem verse or an Eminem track. So even that much I can remember.
Even though he went into the hyper
drive.
But
I feel like his hyper drive is a little bit more understandable than, let's say, Eminem or Logic or you know what I'm saying. Some of them hyperdrives to just be a little too much, man.
Got you.
Like I feel like Jonah Lucas does the best hyperdrive actually. Because you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I would say that. Yeah, I'll venture to say that Jonah Lucas has the best hyperdrive. I hope that term gets, you know what I'm saying, coined and, you know.
Got you.
But that's something that's a lot of white rappers do. You know what I mean? They get into that hyperdrive bag where it's just like, I
can rap really fast.
Yeah, I can rap really fast. Yeah.
All right, so the track list says 13 tracks, but if you minus the two Rosenberg skits, that's down to 11, and then Nice Guy, Good Guy to me should be one song.
Yeah.
So y'all listen to the album, whatever, check it out. So it's featuring Jesse Reyes, and basically it's like two sides to a coin.
Yeah.
Or
right.
two-sided coin, one-sided coin, whatever it is. I like Not Alike with Royce to 5'9".
Yeah.
I thought Royce got in his bag on that joint.
Yeah. Take key, fuck these niggas up. I thought I was gonna get some like, you know what I'm saying, non-stop flow on that joint. But you know what, they didn't do too bad. They did it more like
it seemed a little daddish though.
Yeah.
It seemed a little daddish, like, you know what I mean? I'm older than y'all.
Yeah.
I could rap just like how y'all could rap, but I'm better than y'all. We not alike.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like when people, when the older generation rappers get into that bag, they should really kind of do like take the J. Cole route, like where he kind of produced a song, with that same bop, but didn't necessarily use a producer from that to do it. You see what I'm saying? So for them to do, they take Keith's joint. Like I felt like I really wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? Somebody stay on that bop, but if they produce something that was in that lane, but without, I mean. But.
So on that song, Eminem went at MGK.
Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, man. Some tofu.
All right. So before we get into that, do you think that throughout his career, has Eminem ever made a difficult diss? Or was his disses always kind of safe? Like think about all the people that Eminem.
He's never went at nobody. Because if I think about he went at Benzino.
Yeah.
He went at Cannabis.
Yeah. Ja Rule. It's a couple few.
Yeah, it was. He took a shot. Yeah. He always went for the lowest hanging fruit at the time, I felt.
Yeah, so like I feel like this whole MGK diss, the reason why he dissed her is because MGK said something about his daughter back in 2012, basically saying that Haley Jade looked like a snack, and at the time she was 16 and he was like 20 something at the time. So of course, as a father, you're gonna feel some kind of way about it. Yeah, and then you're gonna wait 6 years to do
banned him off Shade 45. Said he couldn't come on Shade 45 anymore. So his content and everything got banned off Shade 45.
So did he diss him before this though?
Diss who? Eminem?
Did Eminem diss MGK before this?
I'm not sure if he did it on track, but I know he took him off Shade 45. So he was like, yo, he can't come on there anymore and da da da.
Got you. Yeah. I vaguely remember that shit or whatever. Yeah. But okay, so he dissed him on there, and then now on Kamikaze, the title track, he went at Joe Budden. Low hanging fruit again.
Low hanging fruit again, but
retired rapper.
I feel like with the ventures that Joe Budden is getting involved in, it's probably a better look for Joe Budden's now. Yeah, that Eminem is dissing you because Joe Budden's is like, okay, look who's dissing you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes who's dissing you really
matters.
It matters. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes who you dissing matters too. And so I think it's a better look for Joe Budden. Just like Eminem even alluded to, just like who said it best? Who said that? Jay-Z said it best. You know what I mean? I think Jay-Z, because when he's talking about dissing 50 Cent, when 50 Cent dissed him on All the Getting Robbed. Yeah, and Jay-Z kind of came back, was like, if I shoot you, I'm brainless. If he's like, no, if I shoot you, I'm brainless.
If you shoot me, you famous.
You famous. Yeah. What's a nigga to do? Like, I feel like he delivered it best, and then Eminem kind of alluded to that. Was like, yo, if I mention certain people's names, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing more for them than I'm doing for myself. You know what I mean? And just to hear him,
you talk about him and you get a million views,
right, yeah. So and to see him diss Machine Gun Kelly, and you know what I mean, DJ Academics. Oh
yeah,
man.
It's like, how low can you go, bro? Academics, really?
Bootleg Cable Podcast. You could have shut us out, man. I think we covered you harder than Academics did.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So he shot at Tyler the Creator on that song too.
Tyler the Creator, yeah.
It might have been another person or whatever, but then he also
Charlamagne got it.
Charlamagne got a little taste of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of gave props to some people too. He gave props to Hopsin. Mm-hmm. Was that the same song though? Not sure. But he gave
Hopsin,
props.
who the fuck is Hopsin?
Hopsin, remember that dude that did the song called Happy Ending?
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Give me a good massage. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
And then he got the Ill Mind, the Hopsin series and all that shit. He's a dope cat. Obviously, Eminem influenced artist. Yeah. So he gave him props. He gave J. Cole props. He gave like the usual, the Kendricks and the you know what I'm saying, the cats that's on top props. Like I said, I don't want to say it's the same song, but he did get him props.
Yeah.
And then pretty much the last song on the album, Venom. I like that song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I haven't listened to that one yet. I was trying to go through the each song, and I just didn't get to that one.
I think,
and that's for the soundtrack.
Yeah, I think he really got into his vintage Eminem bag on that song. Like, I think that's one of the better tracks on the album, and unlike the last album, I really like this one.
Yeah.
I think it's well put together. Mm-hmm. It's not like a whole bunch of brainless yelling and let me show you how good I could rap or whatever. I think that the whole Kamikaze focus or the theme is throughout this project.
But was it Kamikaze-esque? Like, did he really leave it all out there? Did he really say, you know what? Ain't no turning back from this. Like, is there no turning back from what he just did, or in a sense, like, it was still safe, right?
Semi, because like I just said, he dissed safe people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Charlamagne don't rap. You know what I'm saying. Charlamagne just gave a critique on his album.
Yeah, and Charlamagne is really bigging up this project right here, and like, yo, this is dope. Whatever. You know.
Yeah, and he dissed him. He just taught Charlamagne on 2 songs on the album. He dissed him earlier on. And then brought it up again, yo, let me the second time I'm gonna get you again. Yeah. So overall, I think it's a good project.
And he really didn't diss Charlamagne. Like, he didn't really say you.
Charlamagne gonna give him Donkey of the Day. Charlamagne gonna hate. I forgot what he said earlier on an earlier song.
Yeah, Eminem, you safe as fuck, bro. Really think about it. He really safe as fuck, because he ain't really like, Charlamagne, you bitch ass motherfucker. He ain't do that.
He did the whole Joe Budden. The last hit you had was when you was hitting the chick, and
I felt like when he came back on what's the song he came back out with after his album drop, the remix to Chloroseptic. Yeah. I feel like if that was a diss to Joe Budden, that was a harder diss than what he came at.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying, on here with it was like, yo, your last hit,
and
that was just like, yo, Joe Budden is listen, man, I'm about to mention you on this joint right here. All right, cool. All right, cool. That's what it felt like to me.
It was, like I said, man, throughout his career, I feel like he's always dissed safe people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like he really want to get in the lion's den with a lot of these beasts out here. But at the same time, whoever he get in the lion's den with, they gonna give him the W, unless it's like super duper trash, because we all know that a certain demographic purchases hip hop the most. So he gonna get a W regardless.
He's gonna get a W because he's undissable. You cannot diss somebody that continuously disses themselves. Like, he's undissable.
And then he also said something about white rappers that, you know, if I'm getting all this praise or I'm selling all these records because I'm white, how come all the other white rappers ain't selling as much as I am?
Okay, so let's talk about that now. All right. So that's where I wanted to get into it. All right, so the cover art for the album, you know what I'm saying, for the Kamikaze album is a homage to Beastie Boys. Yeah. And if you have any brain cells or you haven't been living on the rock, you should know that Beastie Boys is a 3-man group.
Yeah.
Who are all white, right?
Yeah.
and the same cover with the airplane, the tail of the airplane, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? License to Ill album.
Yeah.
If y'all want to look it up.
Yeah.
So, how do I say this? In black culture, at some point or another, you know, you see us like, you know what I mean, salute to the ones that came before us, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? No struggle for us.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? This one's for you. Thank you for paving the way for me.
Yes, sir.
In a white, we're gonna say this is a white dominated society, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like where minorities are struggling and finding lanes for ourselves in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is a white rapper, is it okay for him to be high-fiving another white group saying, hey man, thank you for paving the way for me? Is that acceptable?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is a black dominated culture. Mm-hmm. So hip hop started in the park. We used to do it out in the dark.
Right.
So it's a black culture. Mm-hmm. And the Beastie Boys at the time were dope enough to make their way into this black culture.
Right.
And if it wasn't for Beastie Boys, it wouldn't be no Third Base, Vanilla Ice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Cypress
Hill. The list goes on. Even though they would be real Spanish, ain't he?
Whatever.
But yeah,
Marky Mark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, G-Eazy's.
Yeah. Asher Roth.
Whatever
Bubba
happened
Sparks.
to him. Bubba Sparks. What happened to Bubba Sparks, man?
What's the dude?
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall. The dude with the beard that just cut his beard off recently.
Oh, the Jewish dude.
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
that guy.
Action Bronson.
Yeah.
You know
Action Bronson.
It's a couple. It's been quite a few.
Work Up in Chris Brown's Body.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, I fucks with Lil Dicky. He pushing the culture forward, man.
He get busy.
Yeah. But yeah. So is a white rapper, is it cool? Like, is it cool to just give that high five? Like, you're stepping into RM and it's already there's a white lane, man. And listen, I'm just playing I'm playing devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Eminem, I accept him.
Yeah.
As us. Not us black people, but in hip hop culture.
Yeah, he's of the culture.
So is it okay to be like, bro, we already accepted you, bro. You don't need to high five in your, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that'll be kind of looking at him at a little all MCs, we got to look at all of them with a critical eye. Mm-hmm. But I think that is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the microscope is a little too focused. Mm-hmm. If we looking at them like that, like, yo, you can't give props to nobody else white, B.
Yeah, you can, bro.
Why though?
Like, yo, because, bro, like, yo, listen, this is a black culture.
Yes.
You are privileged to
be a part
of it.
Okay.
So if anybody you want to give a high five to, maybe give a high five to Redman.
But he's done that since the beginning of his career.
But I'm saying, give that on the spot on the album cover. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Pay homage in that sense, but paying homage to Beastie Boys, like, this wasn't of the format. Like, if the format was of Beastie Boys,
yeah, then
I'd be like, okay, cool. But it wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You probably could have did that on the last album.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
Something. That's like Instagram post at best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to do it as an album, like, what are you doing? Like, hey, homie, I see you over there. Like, okay, so now we have white rappers beefing with white rappers.
Yeah.
So, and you know what I mean? I like I said, when white rappers beef, like, we shouldn't call it beef. We should call it tofu, because it's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, I feel like this beef is gonna call the police on me.
So before, all right, so we move in there.
Yeah.
But just to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I like the Eminem album. I like it much better than I like the last album. It seems more focused, even though he is a little angry, even though he is kind of playing the victim a little bit, and not playing the victim, but he's real sensitive where people critiquing his last album and this, that, and the third, and critiquing his lyrics. If you ain't never write no raps before, or if you ain't at least as good as me, you're not allowed to say shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we subscribe to that kind of thinking? Because I know you write rhymes too. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing a little bit.
It's listen, man. I don't subscribe to that. You're not gonna tell me I'm an idiot. Just like Jay-Z said, man. Just because you don't understand all the bullshit that is right doesn't mean that he's bright.
Got you.
I don't understand the bullshit that you wrote, bro.
Got you.
I don't mean you bright.
Got
so
you.
need to relax.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I think it's solid. I like the project. Y'all check it out. Y'all tell us how you feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all gonna dick sucking ass motherfuckers gonna be talking about how we hate and shit like that.
Yeah, go for it. And again, with the whole BC Boy tribute, listen, I ain't losing no sleep over that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'm kind of looking at it from a different angle. Like, yo, damn, like, yo,
you here for the opinions?
When is this cool? Like, when is it okay that we got white rappers beefing with specifically white rappers? Like,
okay,
you know what I'm
now
saying?
on to that. Yo, if you like that clip, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And go ahead and leave a comment. Become a part of this conversation.
Hit us with them thumbs up.
And remember, you're not here for the facts.
You're here for the opinions.
It's Bootleg Kid Podcast.
The realest.